Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monis, and today, as you must have guessed from the title already, it's the time that I'll be reading the letter to my future self. You've already seen me do that previously, but it was very impromptu and improvised. Today I'm doing this deliberately because again, as always, I want to preserve it for the rest of my life, and in future I want to come back here on my YouTube channel with my YouTube audience. I want to reflect on my memories. So here we are, I'm doing this again. If you've been following me for quite a while, you might already know that every 31st of December, I write a letter to my future self. Consecutively, December 31st, 2024, to my future self, 2025 Monis. I'm already very overwhelmed. It's the New Year's Eve. Tomorrow it will be a new year, a new chapter, and there are so many things up for me this year. There's so many things that are in line for me. I don't know. I seem very calm right now, but I'm very impatient and nervous at the same time. I don't know. I don't even remember what I had written to myself in the letter. I'm not sure. I might just, end up tearing up, or we never know. But, it's been like 3 months of constant content creation, but I have been uploading videos since January, if you check the first video. So it's been like almost a year. So to everybody, all the audience watching this video, I'm so thankful and grateful to you people. I know my audience is microscopic, as I always say in the rest of my videos, but it's just that I'm really grateful for this microscopic audience. You guys are very loving and loyal and consistent. You guys keep watching my videos and keep commenting. I mean, my heart is so full as a nobody, as someone who is not known by a lot of people outside of my hometown. I think it's a big deal. So thank you already. Let's just read the letter. Oh my god, it's here. Can you see this? It's logged. Let's go. Here we are. Dear Monis 2025. I just read the letter my younger self wrote last year, and I am so proud of her. She was so fearless, ambitious, optimistic, truly the it girl. Funny how we've all been wanting to be the it girl, and we always were. Her letter was full of hope, so full of hope. I just wish both of us, my past self and I today, knew what was coming for me in 2024. I just wish there was a way to look into the future. I would be peeping instead of writing letters. Yes. Every time I thought that the next year is going to be better, it turns out to be even worse. There is so much that my 18-year-old self did not know and 19-year-old self wasn't ready for. I knew it in my heart that one day, yes, one day I will definitely reunite with my dad, but never knew that it would happen at a cost, and the cost would be my mom. For this entire year, I had been blaming myself, cursing myself, crying, giving up, losing hope, not willing to continue with life anymore, and so much more. For the entire year, I thought, why me? Why couldn't I depend on my dad when I had the most dependable father? Why can't I feel the warmth of my mother's hand again? Why can't I talk to her or touch her? Why do I have to go through this? Why do I have to live with only one of my parents? Why can't I have both of them with me? Why can't we all have dinner at the same dining table for just one more time? Why can't my parents look at me as their daughter who's dying to be loved? Why can't my parents see me that I'm tired of being the strong child, the breadwinner and the backbone of my broken family? Why can't my family be together again? Why is it too much to ask for? Why do I have to pay for the sins that I did not do? Many more such questions. 2024 was the year that was supposed to be the starting year of my career. Half of the year was wasted at a private job where most of the times it felt like the entire world is against me. Some teachers were after me. My mom wasn't cooperating. Some of my students' parents were being very uncooperative. Everybody was attacking me from all sides all at once, and then all of a sudden, my mom left me. Left us taking away all our miseries and sorrows, but leaving behind that immense loss nobody can compensate. How I love wearing her outfits that she never allowed me to touch, but how I hate some other women entering my house and claiming all my mom's belongings as her own. My mom's husband is hers now. My mom's house is hers now. My mom's room is hers now. My mom's kitchen is hers now. My mom's in-laws are hers now. She has been trying to love me as her own. I have been trying to love her as my own, but we are still trying. I don't know about her, but I'm still stuck. My mind refuses to allow anyone take any place that once belonged to my mom. I cry and scream at random hours and random places because I have to make peace with it for my dad. If all my sorrows are taken away, I have to prevent sorrows from approaching my dad as well. And not anymore. I cannot let anyone or anything hurt my dad ever again. He suffered all alone for 3 years. He craved for his family for 3 years. I cannot let that happen to him ever again. So even if I'm not happy with my life that has taken a sudden 180-degree turn, even if I'm not happy with the new people surrounding me, even if I'm not happy with the new relationships that have been forced onto me, I have to make peace with it. And I did make peace with it. Slowly with time I realized that जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है. My parents' miserable life and unfulfilled dreams is the reason I have to thrive in life, which means you have the responsibilities. I am certain that you will carry those responsibilities and show the world the best version of you. You will do everything to compensate your mom's sacrifices and her loss itself. You will do everything to make your mom proud from afar. You will do everything to make your dad proudly be known as your dad. Mark my words, Monis. One fine day your dad will say, "मेरी बेटी है." One fine day your friends will say, "मेरी best friend है." One fine day you will reach the top. You went through a lot in your teenage years. Let your 20s, your youth, be a shining symbol of your scars. Like my younger version said that I have to live my last teenage year as a teenager, I did. Really. It was painful and dramatic like all my teenage years, but this last one is the end of it. I am still a teenager, but your teenage years will end in less than 2 months. Make the most out of it. Make sure they are the best 1.5 months of all your teenage years. Make mistakes. Be childish. One day, all of a sudden, you'll reach a completely different and new level. That's when you'll turn 20. One day will make no difference, but slowly everything will be overwhelming. But don't let your inner child die. Just remember, your teenage years are a great memory, a big one, worth creating history. You're a warrior, my girl. You have always been. I sound as if someone in their 30s guiding someone in their 20s, but I know you understand what I mean. Of course, we never know what is going to happen or how my 20s are going to be. But make sure as a 20-year-old, you are a very responsible and mature being who is not afraid of hustling, falling, crawling, running endlessly, falling because you know that you can always rise again. Your past and the hope in your father's eyes should be your ultimate motivation to never stop chasing your dreams. Even in 2023, you craved to be able to kickstart your career. Same happened this year as well. 2024 passed. I kept on waiting the whole year and couldn't begin anything. 2024 came, but my start did not. But don't be like me. Maybe turning 20 would help you make quick decisions, but don't wait for that either. Begin your work as soon as possible in the coming year. This year is yours. Make the most of it. 2025 is coming in a few hours and it must be your start now. Just kick start and keep moving. In the previous letter, you mentioned about attending that BTS comeback concert in mid 2025. Make sure you are wealthy enough to buy the front row tickets. Oh my god. You have to make it happen, and this is not it. You have a long list of dreams that you must achieve no matter how hard it gets. Now that so much has happened in my life, it is scary to be excited about a new year. But just take my words as a teenager nagging about life. I may be nervous, but deep down, I am excited as well. There's so much hope you have in me, and I have in you. I made you get through 2024 now. It's your turn to make me and all your younger teenage versions proud. And don't pity me because your 19th year on earth wasn't a waste. It was a stepping stone, a huge one. Your success will scream louder than your miseries did. So just look forward with your family, friends, and your mom's memories. Don't let the pain weigh you down at all. I know this is the first new year that you will celebrate without your mom. Very heartbreaking to even think about it, but remember those years when you couldn't even text your dad a happy new year. Focus on the positive side. Make the most of your new year with your dad. Make his life comfortable and happy because your mom is away from all the hardships of life now. It is painful that she is not with you anymore. But look at the bright side. She is happy now, at peace, and she still loves you. Her physical touch is absent, but her presence, her memories, and her love for you is still alive. It is very difficult for my heart to learn this, but you have to remember this and carry them with you all your life. Apart from your mom, you did not lose anyone. Even if you lost, they just weren't meant to be with you. They were not the right people for you. Even though I don't wish so for you, but if anyone refuses to be in your life, walk away from them. These things keep on happening and you are strong enough to face them. As I said in the previous letter, moving forward or backward is scary, but doing neither is exhausting. I want my 2025 New Year resolution to be living the kind of life that I have always imagined, and 1 year is enough to achieve those. I hope when you read this letter at the end of 2025, you are making new resolutions and not stuck on the same old one. I hope when you read all my expectations, you can proudly say, "Yay, I did it." But nevertheless, late success or early success doesn't matter, as I always say. What matters is success, and you will definitely achieve one. Not one, but all the success that the world has to offer. Again, as said before, you are already successful. You are already winning in life with the kind of life you have had. So don't be too harsh on yourself. Don't just keep on checking the check boxes. Enjoy your life as well. The goal is to live a fulfilling life, not a perfect one. End of a year doesn't mean the end of life. End of one chapter marks the beginning of a new. At last, I am passing this year on to you with a lot of hope, optimism, positive energy, and love from all our loved ones. You are still the kind of girl people dream to be. I personally dream to be. All the best, new Monis. I love you. I will not quote anything here because typing out the entire dream wall is tough and I'm running out of time. Open this letter at the end of 2025. No cheating. With love and blessings. I, me, myself, and yours. Teenager Monis 2024. Oh my god. I'm so thankful that I wrote this to myself. I definitely feel overwhelmed as you can see I had cried already. I knew that I would cry. I had a feeling. I knew I had written something very emotional back then, but I just could not recall. I have a goldfish memory, but it was just so fulfilling. I don't know how to explain this. I am losing my vocabulary right now, but it was the best thing that I ever did to myself, and it's just the best feeling. I'm so thankful to myself that I do this every year. And so for the things that I mentioned over here, that my younger self wrote over here about the BTS 2025 comeback, it's actually in 2026, and I think I'll mention this in the letter that I write today. And apart from that, the kind of things that I said to myself, like things like that I'm already successful, and people who are not in my life or who are not willing to be in my life are definitely not a part of my life. They don't deserve to be, they are not meant to be. And that my mom is always with me. I always say this, and I've written this in the letter as well. I will say this again. It doesn't matter if I succeed early or late, it's just that I must succeed. The last thing that touched my heart is, when I said that there are certain resolutions I had made in 2024, and when I read this letter, like now that I'm reading it today, I wanted my resolutions to be newer ones and not the same old ones. And I am so happy that yes, I can proudly say that yes, my resolutions are not the same now. They have changed. So many things that I wanted to achieve back in 2024, my teenager self that wanted to achieve so many things has achieved it today, and I'm so happy about it. So happy. I think half of my teenage life is fulfilled with what I do now. I earn on my own. I hang out with people that I love. I spend money in my own ways. I have my own room now. There were so many things on my bucket list that I have achieved now, and so many things that yes, I'm looking forward to, and I knew that those are things that will take time. So things that were in my hand have already happened, and that's just make up to everything. I think all my teenage versions, like the 15-year-old version of me to the 19-year-old version of me, all my versions will be very happy to be living this version of me today. Wow. It's just so special. We are just a few hours away from New Year, and I think I just made my day. I made my own day. And to everybody else watching, last time when I had uploaded that video about reading a letter, I had not planned. I wasn't recording it for YouTube, honestly. And if you watch that video carefully, there are no cuts in the video. I had just pressed the record button on my laptop. It was my laptop's camera, and I just started recording. It was very improvised, and then I thought it's taking a lot of storage in my laptop, why not upload it on YouTube? And my channel was all empty. There was nothing on my channel, so I thought, why not upload it? But today, yes, I am doing this deliberately, and it's just so worth it. Last time I did not know if it was going to be so wonderful reading it, but yeah, it did, and even today. And I think this is something I will continue to do for the rest of my life. And to my audience watching this, I urge you to do this. This is the best gift you can give yourself on a new year. No materialistic thing, nothing can replace this feeling. Trust me. And with that, the 2025 season comes to an end. Good night. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye bye. I love you, and Happy New Year in advance.